And it is
900K!
I should have been happy, but I wasn't. I felt jealous. Jealous of the person I looked up to the most. That's when I knew something was off. Niklas Christl proved that it's possible to go all in on your own story. And for years, I watched him build the lifestyle that I wanted. I loved his content. But over time, I started comparing myself to him every single day. I told myself the difference between me and Niklas was simple. He allowed himself to go all in, and I didn't. For years, I neglected my lifelong dream of pursuing YouTube. But the moment I felt jealous of my idol, I knew I had to make a change. I decided to leave everything behind for a few months to move abroad and commit to becoming a real content creator. I was finally going all in, posting video after video, but the comparison didn't go away. This made me wonder, why did I still feel so far behind? A few months back, I had decided to join Niklas' new academy. And even though we actually began interacting online, I still felt so much distance. Then a community event in Lisbon came up, a chance to finally meet in real life. So I booked a flight, because maybe being around him and other creators would finally stop me from comparing myself.
They actually have a flag. What the fuck? Hello. What's up, dude?
How we doing?
All good. How are you?
You were a tall motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
I had only known these people through a screen, and now I was meeting them in real life. And then I saw him.
Oh, that's Niklas. Hey. Hey, man. Yeah, all good, man. So nice to meet you. Yeah.
Already heard a lot about you. From Jacob.
I honestly didn't really know what to say. This was the guy I'd been comparing myself to for years. I was so in my own head, I couldn't properly talk to him yet. When looking around, I saw that everyone was creating. And even though I didn't want to compare, it kicked in naturally. But I decided to find out if I was the only one dealing with this kind of comparison.
I tend to somewhat struggle with it. I try to remember my place in the process typically and just kind of like, I'm learning and I will always be getting better, but also like even like the top people are comparing themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Social media is great,
Yeah.
but it also has the downside of you will end up comparing yourself unhealthily with people because it shows, but you have to remember it's a highlight reel of people's life, not the real story.
I compare some to people that are from when they were 12 already in this, or like creative stuff. And then I'm now 24 myself, so it's like a big...
Yeah, no, I understand. It's easy, but it's easy for it to happen. You know?
Yeah. You do it unconsciously.
I now had confirmation. I wasn't the only one dealing with comparison. But knowing that I wasn't alone didn't solve it. Everyone had their own perspective.
I got the version from you. You got the version from you. You got the version from you. Didn't it make sense to behave differently or try to fit in because there are already 1,000 versions of you out there?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
He was right. There was no point trying to be another version of myself. I decided to not be in my head anymore and actually talk to Niklas.
I think you are the person that really also inspired me to like commit to it.
Yeah.
Because like I watched you for so many years. I actually watched all of your videos, and I was just always thinking like, man, I wish I was doing that, you know.
Bro, but I really value it that you're really like going in right now, man, and that you're giving it a proper chance, bro.
Dude, this is my dream. It always has been.
Hearing Niklas' encouragement was really interesting, and it made me confident enough to ask him for a full interview.
I totally feel you. Like, I think all of us, we naturally compare ourselves to other people, and usually we just look up to like all the ones who already made it.
Yeah.
The only person you should compare yourself to is yourself, because if you think that you should be on the level of other people who have maybe like invested a few more years than you, it's not really fair, you know, to compare yourself in that way. But also if you look down, let's say, to other people who have just started and you can't compare yourself to them, it basically just drives your ego and it also doesn't get you forward. So the only person you can really compare yourself to is yourself. You can look up for inspiration, but I think you should just try to make each video better than the last one, and that way you really grow.
You're not racing against other people, you're just like racing against yourself in a way, like just trying to
exactly
improve your own work. For me, if I'm like vulnerable about this, maybe it's actually also like a bit of an age thing.
Yeah.
Like, because you're also born in like 98, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and me as well. So I just, for some reason, I don't know why really, but like, I just look at that and I'm like, so if he's the same age as me, like, why am I not there, you know? Like, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, man, like, all of us go our own journeys, you know, and like, the thing is that I started very early and I was lucky with that. But there's so many people who didn't start as early as I did. And that's again the thing of like, maybe you did something different for multiple years.
Sure.
That is still going to show up in your work later on, you know, because you had these experiences.
Yeah.
At the start, I told myself the difference was that Niklas allowed himself to go all in and I didn't. And even now, after hearing Niklas relate to me, I was still carrying that wound with me. Like there was still something I had to figure out.
You learn how to love yourself and the man in the mirror. You move from a place that is more aligned. And then I think everything that pushes out, the content you push out, the words that you speak, the thoughts that you have, will become more authentic, more you.
Yeah.
You know? And that can only happen if you love yourself enough.
I knew what Sam said was right, but I didn't relate at all. During my whole journey as a creator, loving the man in the mirror has never been an option. Instead, I always just focused on working harder, trying to outrun the feeling of not being the creator I want to be yet. I asked my friend Jacob why I might not like myself, even though I'm putting in all the work.
You don't hate yourself if you didn't stay tough.
No, but I agree with you, like, I do. But it's like, I still think the way that you are talking about, even though I believe what you're saying, just think like, okay, you're doing this thing, but you can also just take longer to get to your goals.
What happens to you? You're cynical. Yeah. And you're never going to feel satisfaction unless you love the process. So if you keep staying up till 4 a.m. every fucking night, then you're going to hate the process. And then when you finally achieve the goal because of your process, you're not going to feel any satisfaction. The finish line will only move forward.
The way Jacob spoke to me made me think. Maybe I need to kill certain beliefs if I ever want to feel satisfaction. And the next day, Niklas hosted a mindset workshop.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate that I really enjoyed the last days together with you guys. And it just made it also so clear to me that community is not just a bonus, you know? It is the most powerful way to stay in the game long enough to succeed.
I want each one of you to just say the #1 biggest lie that you're done believing from today.
I think I'm done believing that I need to be on the same level as creators that have been on this journey for much longer than I have.
Yes, man. That goes well with the video about comparison.
For the next few hours, I didn't realize it at first, but I wasn't looking around as much anymore. I was enjoying myself to the fullest, and it made me feel very grateful.
Having a good fucking time.
Because you made the fucking decision, my man.
Yeah.
You decided to make your life what you wanted. Yeah. Now you're on a boat with people who are blowing your minds, and you're blowing their minds too.
Yeah, exactly. Me 5 years ago today would probably not expect that John would be here. So,
Old John's proud of you, John.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
I love it.
Yeah, I love that.
After our boat trip, there was still one unexpected moment left. The guy I compared myself to for years was about to end the night with this.
Yes, the last one comes from me, and that is basically for the most commitment right now, the one who showed up the first to the co-working space, the one who's actually consistently creating videos right now, and that is John.
After this trip, I think I finally understood what was actually going on. The jealousy I felt was never really about Niklas. I never really resented him.
Welcome to John's vlog.
All this came from comparing my journey to something that had been built over years. and then wondering why it felt like I was behind. These past few days showed me that if I just stop looking around so much and focus on my own journey, I'll be a lot more happy. I don't want to compare myself anymore. I just want to focus on building my own life. If you feel inspired by this, please like, subscribe, and watch the video right here.